Welcome everybody to Birmingham. It's Birmingham City versus Huddersfield, another Friday night game in the Championship. Okay, we are here at St Andrews with Peter Andre blaring out down there. Team news in, so Birmingham versus Huddersfield. Birmingham unchanged from an opening day, 0-0 against Luton. That means Hogan and Deeney continue up front. I think Ruddy impressed in goal on debut last week. Huddersfield didn't go so well for them on opening day. Went under 1-0 against Burnley. They've made two changes and they've brought in the two substitutes that kind of kept them up a little bit in the second half of that game, which did ultimately end in defeat. So Ruddock and Angerin come into the team there. Both sides looking for their first win. Let's go inside.
Wow, well, it's been an open start to the game. Chances at both ends, and Birmingham take the lead on 4 minutes. As I mentioned, Ruddy had already come out to clear from Thomas. Lachetta had already had a chance as well, and now Scott Hogan gives Birmingham the lead. Bakuna down the right hand side, crosses it in, diving header from sort of 6-8 yards from Hogan. Big start in this game. Birmingham 1, Huddersfield 0, 4.5 minutes gone. Midway through the first half now, Birmingham well on top really. The goal really settled them down nicely. They played well since then actually, and sort of Sanderson defended on the front foot, has squeezed everything forward. Bakuna's playing well actually, creative after setting up the goal. He looks like he fancies it today. Huddersfield just really had their first decent chance, but it was set play. The general pattern of the game is going in Birmingham's favour. Midway through the first half, Birmingham 1, Huddersfield 0. Right on the stroke of half-time, 2-0 to Birmingham. Absolute pinballer in the box. A good ball over the top. Hogan gets in down the right-hand side. He puts it across. There's one shot blocked, and then it's Plaheta hits the shot coming in from left wing-back. Schofield kind of spills it over his line. 2-0 Birmingham just before half-time. And honestly, they deserve it. Really good performance by them. Half-time imminent.
Half-time here, Birmingham 2, Huddersfield 0. A good performance from Birmingham, who I think are good value for 2-goal lead. Hogan on 4, diving header there, putting Bakuna's cross in, and then right at the end of the half, Plaheta makes it 2-0. Huddersfield offered very little really, only set plays and counters. Birmingham controlling the game nicely. Bakuna, probably the best player on the pitch, making things tick in that number 10 position. James looks neat and tidy in midfield. Sanderson defending on the front foot of the back, squeezing things forward. And as good as Birmingham have been, Huddersfield a bit worrying now after that opening day defeat and dominated by Burnley. They're 2 down in this one, and unless something goes very wrong for Birmingham or Huddersfield, have an incredible second half. It looks like a 3-pointer for Blues, and they would be top of the league ahead of everyone else playing tomorrow. So decent stuff from Birmingham, good value for it. Half time, Birmingham 2, Huddersfield 0.
Hour up in this one now, still Birmingham 2, Huddersfield 0. Huddersfield will look a little bit better in this first 15 minutes of the second half. Bit more energy to their game, and big chance by Sorba Thomas. He shanked that one right. Should have done much better with that. I suspect we're going into substitute mode any minute now, but Birmingham still headed for the win. But if Huddersfield can get themselves a goal, things could change in this one. Hour gone, 2-0 Birmingham. Well, there you go. Just as I said, a Huddersfield goal would make things interesting. We have a Huddersfield goal. Thomas getting into sort of inside right 10 position, slides it through nicely. Danny Ward, he's been there many times before. Through 1v1 for the keeper. Kind of scuffy finish, but it's right in the corner, and we have 30 to go, and it is back to 2-1. To the last 10 minutes here, still 2-1 to Birmingham. Substitutions ahoy now. Jukovic about to come in. Birmingham have already brought Graham in. Huddersfield have made 3. They've brought Holmes, Ward and Rhodes in. Huddersfield do look the more likely. They're not quite as dominant as they were maybe about 10 minutes ago, but it does look a case of Birmingham holding on whilst Huddersfield are pushing. Can Huddersfield get that equaliser? 82 on the clock, 2-1 Birmingham. 5 minutes of stoppage time goes up, 2-1 Birmingham. Is it going to end that way? Back to the car after Birmingham 2, Huddersfield 1. Birmingham hanging on in there in the end, but they take the 3 points and they go top of the league. Early goal from Scott Hogan in this one, and then just before half-time, Phatthananan makes it 2-0. I thought Birmingham just could stroll through the second half. Huddersfield weren't really at it in the first half, but they were much better in the second half. Sorba Thomas misses a big chance, then Danny Ward gets them back in the game. The time for Huddersfield to equalise was in the 10-15. After that, they didn't manage to do it, and then Birmingham and substitutions and just managing to eke that win out. And as I said, Birmingham top of the table, 4 points already. A lot of us, me included, had predicted a tough season for Birmingham, but they've already gone up against two of last season's playoff semi-finalists. Luton last week, Huddersfield this week, and they've got 4 points. So really good start, big tick in the box from John Eustace. Well done to him. Huddersfield, well, maybe their supporters will conclude that the season kind of started at half-time today after that defeat at Burnley and a poor first half as well. Some signs in the second half there that they might be able to start scoring some points. Of course, they have 0 so far after 2 defeats. Difficult start for Danny Schofield. Get your thoughts in the comments. Birmingham fan, Huddersfield fan. What do you think? Birmingham, top of the table until at least... 3, 4, 5 p.m. tomorrow night. Norwich can't go top, can they? Because they lost. Wigan could go top as well by about 2:30. Anyway, please do get involved in the comments. Huddersfield fans as well. Can Schofield turn this around nice and quickly? Please also hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to stay with the channel, why not click right here where you can see 2 match reviews from this past week. It's my 3rd game of the season already. Check out what I thought of Huddersfield versus Burnley last Friday night and Watford versus Sheffield United on Monday.